An EF3 tornado packing 150-mile-an-hour winds heavily damages a Pfizer plant. We have team coverage of the extensive damage from today's rare weather event.
A beautiful day on the open road can turn tragic in the blink of an eye. All it takes is one careless driver to change your life. If you've been injured in a motorcycle accident, you need serious representation.
Hardison and Cochran, attorneys at law, 919 all fours.
It's time to play America's favorite jackpot game. This is Powerball. Good evening, America. I'm Laura Johnson. Tonight we have another life-changing jackpot for you. It's worth an estimated $1.08 billion. So get those tickets out. Let's play. That first number up is 7. Followed by the number 13. Tonight, we're going to meet Mark Davis, who won $100,000 playing Powerball. Congratulations, Mark. Now, for the rest of those numbers, we've got 10, 24, rounding it out with 11. Your Powerball number tonight, good luck, everyone, is 24, and your Power Play multiplier is 2. Let's take a look at those numbers one last time. Remember, there are multiple ways to win, and we will see you back here Saturday night. Good night, everyone.
Homes, trees, cars, businesses, no match for the 150-mile-an-hour winds from an EF3 tornado.
This goes down as the 4th strongest tornado on record to hit Nash County.
Everything is fall around me.
The storm intensified. The heartache is clear.
This was the front door originally.
We checked WRAL and we saw that the alert was right near our house.
WRAL News starts right now. This is the result of 150-mile-an-hour winds from a rare EF3 tornado and thunderstorm that slammed Nash and Edgecombe counties today. 18 people were hurt, 89 structures were damaged. We'll have live team coverage from some of the hardest hit areas. Thank you for joining us. I'm Gerald Owens.
And I'm Lena Tillett. From the massive Pfizer facility in Rocky Mount to the homes in the small Dorches community, this montage here, just a sample of the damage we saw today. The storm intensified quickly and left people little time to take cover. WRAL's Ashley Rowe has been on the ground for us for hours today and kicks off our team coverage. Ashley, you got a firsthand look at what was left behind for families. Tell us.
It was truly devastating, Lena and Gerald. All quiet here now on Town Hall Road. Most of the repair crews have gone. The street lights are back on. The power is back on for a lot of the homes here on this road. But that doesn't tell of the heartache. Just look at these trees down behind me. This gives you a preview, a glimpse of the damage, destruction, and cleanup ahead.
From Drone 5, you can see just how the EF3 tornado ripped apart this home on Town Hall Road.
This was the front door originally, but...
Sarah David's family owns this home. Employees of their nearby cemetery business live there. David calls them family.
When you look at all of this and you mention that they're like family to you, what goes through your mind?
It's upsetting because this was like their home while they stay here.
The employees were inside the home when the tornado struck. They're all okay.
He dug down and this fell right in front of him, so he got close to it.
As luck would have it, the house she lives in, just across the field, barely touched by the tornado. Across the street, 3 homes were damaged or ripped apart. 3 young children hid inside a laundry room to take cover. They too are okay. Barbara and Joe Fuller, who live down the road, came by to offer that family support.
You're watching WRAL, you're listening to the meteorologist, you hear the sound of the tornado pass your house. What do you both do?
I'm laying on the couch like, really?
A couple miles away, the tornado did not spare Old Browntown Road either. Trees gone, power lines down.
All of a sudden, me and my sister and my mother, we were looking out the window and there was a debris field that started coming up over the trees in a circular motion.
In Edgecombe County, Sky 5 flew over roofs, ripped apart, torn off. The damage so extensive, this property now looks like a small landfill. 3 people were hurt there, 2 of them with life-threatening injuries from the storm.
So you've heard from the residents. One of Rocky Mount's largest businesses, Pfizer, also facing extensive damage from this tornado. WRAL's Aaron Thomas picks up that part of our team coverage.
Yeah, Ashley, wanted to put things into perspective for you here. This Pfizer facility behind me is the largest employer here in Nash County. The facility, along with this corridor, really took a hit from this large-scale EF3 tornado. Part of it is actually blocked off as crews work to restore power. Just to put things into perspective once again, according to Pfizer, they say that a good majority, about 25% of all sterile injectables used in American hospitals are produced at this site. Knowing that this site is now damaged, we wanted to find out what this means for distribution. Sounds like a reasonable reaction at the site of this. Jacob Pitchford captured the intense EF3 tornado in Nash County while working behind the Pfizer pharmaceutical plant. Wow. Another viewer sharing the force of nature tearing through the facility's parking lot, spinning debris in its path. Sky 5 gives an aerial view, parts of roofs ripped open atop its massive buildings. This image from Google Earth shows how the large facility looked moments before getting damaged. Nash County Sheriff Keith Stone telling WRAL 50,000 pallets of medicine were damaged from the storm today. According to Pfizer's website, the Rocky Mount, North Carolina site is one of the largest sterile injectable facilities in the world. A wide range of products are produced, including anesthesia, anti-infectives, and neuromuscular blockers, to name a few items. More than 400 million units leave the Rocky Mount site annually to help treat patients around the world. We took our questions to City Manager Keith Rogers Jr. about reports of medicine being damaged and about any reports of injuries to employees working at the time.
We have direct communication with our staff at the Pfizer plant. Some information related to the damage will be in the report that we send out this evening.
And that report that the city manager just referred to just dropped into our email inboxes within the past 2 minutes. These are breaking details we're reading on air for you right now at 11. This all according to the fire department. It says that storage building and distribution building were destroyed. Approximately 100 vehicles were damaged, and approximately 75 hauling trucks were damaged here at this facility on North Wesleyan Boulevard. Certainly a long way to go as this facility and crews work to get things back up to normal again. Ashley?
Several layers of impact with Pfizer, Aaron, not just the people, the employees, the building, but also the medicines. Thank you. You know, the WRAL meteorologists have been keeping us updated on this severe weather all day long. WRAL meteorologist Mike Mays is standing by in the WRAL Severe Weather Center. Mike, I got to tell you, it is striking to be on the ground seeing the path, the line of damage from this tornado.
And you're seeing what an EF3 tornado does. We have confirmation, Ashley, that it was an EF3 tornado that hit Dorches in Nash County. Estimated winds 150 miles per hour. EF3 tornado rating is 136 mile per hour winds to 165. So right there in the middle. Now we're still waiting to hear from the National Weather Service about the path length and the tornado width. Elizabeth will have that tomorrow morning. But an interesting note, this is the fourth strongest tornado to hit Nash County. You got to go back all the way to November 1988, the Raleigh tornado, F4, that cut across the far northern part of Nash County. And the last time we had an EF3 tornado in central North Carolina, you've got to go back 12 years, April 16, 2011. A lot of us remember that day, and it's been a while since we've had an EF3 tornado. Now at 1226, that's where the tornado was located. There's Dorches, there's I-95, moving to the northeast. There's Battleboro. Right here is the Pfizer plant. So we put this into motion, and you can see how the storm moves on through, and that little hook, that's what is on the radar, the signature that denotes where a tornado is, crosses over the Pfizer plant, makes its way into the northern part of Edgecombe County. We'll find out tomorrow about more damage in Edgecombe County when the survey goes through there, and then it weakens over into Halifax County. And the wind shear, outbound winds 107 miles per hour, inbound winds 31 miles per hour. There's the Pfizer plant at 1233 heading right there with 136 mile per hour wind shear. Now, unfortunately, we're not done with the severe threat. We have another round tomorrow, the greatest threat in the southern counties. I'll highlight who has a specific tornado threat coming up in less than 15 minutes. Lena, Gerald?
We certainly hope those ingredients don't come together tomorrow, Mike.
Right.
Thanks so much. See you in a bit.
Also in the tornado's path today, Bozeman Farms. That's a watermelon processing plant that was severely damaged this afternoon by the storm.
And this is quite the story here. It ripped the roof off the front part of the building. We're told they will have to tear this down. Crates of watermelon stacked in the other half. And the truck that was supposed to pick up the load overturned in the tornado. The truck driver telling us he just got to the facility when he got the tornado warning on his phone. Another truck driver that was with him became trapped trapped underneath a pile of debris. David Palomino telling WRAL as the debris flew around him, he just grabbed onto a pole and prayed.
So I take one pose like that, and my body is lifted out.
Your legs are off the ground?
Yes, off the ground. Everything is fall around me. Everything. Metals, beans, everything.
Wow. He
He's
is lucky to be alive. He said the other driver went to the hospital. You can see the roads here near the plant where all of these trees are on the ground.
Right now, the WRAL Live Center coming up on 11:10, doing a check of the current power outage situation. About 500 customers still without power, the majority of them to the west of I-95 and north of 64 here this evening. Crews are out there trying to make repairs as quickly as possible. This is what it looks like throughout that community. Many of the poles snapped. Duke Energy says it is up against a lot of issues here overnight.
We ended up with 22 poles shattered. You know, that's the challenge here. This isn't just down lines. You know, replacing a pole is much more challenging than feeding a new line. It takes specialized equipment, bigger crews.
And full restoration is expected by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Back to you.
All right, Mark, thank you. Be sure you have the WRAL weather app with you on your phone. This is the best way to make sure you get the alerts for your area when severe weather threatens. Coming up, repairs have been completed on a roller coaster at Carowinds.
The Fury 325 could reopen soon after a large support beam split. What's next before it can reopen to the public? Plus,
unfortunately, when I ran back to the building, the power had gone out, so I wasn't able to get inside. So at that point, I was just kind of stuck outside.
We talked to this local youth pastor about the terrifying moments he was caught in the EF3 tornado. Eric?
And the match months in the making, it is finally over. We'll tell you about some of the journeys fans took to get here and the journeys they still have to go back home coming up.
All right, Eric, thank you. And here's that big lottery drawing tonight as we head into the break. Here's a look at the Powerball numbers: 7, 13, 10, 24, 11. The Powerball is 24. The Power Play multiplier is 2. And again, tonight's jackpot, an estimated $1.08 billion.
Let WRAL News help prepare you for the day ahead. We help set you up for success.
Whenever you wake up.
With the most up-to-the-minute breaking news. Weather from the only station with a live dual-pole radar. Every 10 minutes, every day, all morning. Certified accurate by WRAL meteorologists. Time-saver traffic ensures you know about the backups before you're in them. Stay connected so you can plan like a pro.
The most watched morning news tomorrow morning, every morning. WRAL Mornings.